What's up? What's up? What's up?
What up?
What's with
What up?
everybody, man? What is happening? Let's see who all gets in here for this afternoon live. Breaking news.
Breaking
Breaking
news.
news. Bigger news than Chud shooting someone. Believe that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's up with everybody, man? Let's get them in here, man. Shout out to everyone that's coming in. I appreciate you guys. I know everyone's gonna come in here, man. You want to hear what the conversation was about. For hey, you don't even know, Dubs. I didn't even tell you yet. I'll break the news to you too right now.
I mean, I see the title up there.
Well, I'll break the news to
My
the
my
conversation
boy
that was
said we're
had.
going live. We're going live. I said, okay, let's go.
Kalos, what's cracking? What's cracking, Sticks? What's cracking? Let's see who all jumps in, man. Did I get any notification? I didn't get no notifications or no nothing. They're doing that wild shit.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, let me see. I haven't got yours either. Not yet.
Exactly. They're doing wild shit right now. No notification gang. We got one person in here. It just happens to be like that, huh? It's time to start working out, man. Guess I got to get in the gym. I got to do something. Got
Uh-oh.
to take things serious, man, because yeah, it gets serious.
Yeah, that's a fight, he said.
Most definitely. What's up, Gusto? What's up? See who all gets in here. Let's see. My boy Sticks.
Wow. So they really are lagging on sending out notifications, huh?
Yeah, they didn't send out our notifications or nothing, man. I didn't get yours. You didn't get mine. So,
Mm-mm.
it's what they do to us. It's unfortunate, man. It's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, man. It's going to be something way different. No headgear, none of that. Guarantee that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you had chill blocked. I'm glad y'all accept. I had chill blocked. I didn't have chill blocked. What you mean I had chill blocked? He called me. Yeah, no, I don't, bro. I'm not gonna make a video saying call me, but have you blocked, bro. I'm not. I don't do weird activities like that. Not at all, my brother. You know what I mean? And I could have a conversation with a man that there's issues between us and keep it professional. Believe that. The way I talk here is the way I talk to everyone. I don't start acting nice and trying to be cool. I just am the way I am, man. I'm not a vindictive person or a fake person, man. I'm just real, man. I'm telling you. Exactly. Hey, my words exactly. That keep it pushing word was my words exactly. What's the weight 10 ounce goes? I don't know, bro. We just had one conversation. We don't know all the specifics, Yet we're gonna work on that though, most definitely. One conversation leads to another. That's how fights are established, bro. You don't just I'm gonna fight you, I hate you, and nothing happens like that. So, anyways, we got 55 people in here. Let me give you guys the rundown. I was on the phone with a family member. I was on the phone with Dubs earlier. We were chopping it up, and one of my Theos called from Modesto, right? And I already know when my Theo calls, he's usually in traffic, man. And so I told Dubs, hey, I'm gonna jump off real quick. My Theo's calling me from Motown, right? And so he called me about the end of our conversation. I seen a number pop up that I didn't recognize because remember, I do have Chill's number, but he's not saved in my phone under Chill. It's just I have his number.
Mm-hmm.
And so I seen the area code, like who's calling me from California on this code, right? And looked it up, recognized the area code that he was calling from. I'm not gonna put him on blast. I recognized the area code, and I said, "Oh, it got to be Chill." So I immediately called him back. Probably about 3 minutes later, I called him back, right? And it was Chill, respectful on the phone, didn't answer on no hostilities, wasn't getting crazy or loud, none of that shit. It was Chill. What's up, Gunner? I said, what's up? And we got straight to the conversation, right? And it was like, and I said straight up, hey, I'm ready. I'm willing to take that fade, right? I said, now, of course, it's going to take a little while for us to get up to par and to do our thing. And he even said, man, I'm ready to go right now. I work out every day in the gym, right? I get it. I don't, right? But it is what it is. He was very respectful. I did ask him what the issue was. He said it's not a personal issue at all. He said that he felt I inserted myself and his ongoing, I don't want to call it a beef, but his ongoing video making thing that he's got going on with Dubs, right? Whatever the little ongoing beef that he feels he has, right? Cool. He felt I inserted myself. Of course, I'm always going to insert myself. That's my homeboy. I'm going to back my homeboys play. Right. But it wasn't no big issue. It wasn't over. Hey, you disrespected me. He never said you called me out of my name. It was more so that he felt that because I mentioned where he was housed while in prison, that he didn't like that. That's what he did. That was the issue right there. And I said, cool, understandable. So now let's figure out the specifics. He had a few ideas on some very big platforms that I don't want to mention. If he chooses to mention those platforms on his platform, by all means, but I'm not going to mention the platforms that he talked about. So he actually threw out an offer. You bring 5K, I bring 5K. We can do the winner takes all, or we can make some money off of it. I agree that we can both make money off this situation. If we're going to fight, we're not going to fight for free. We don't have animosity towards each other. It's not a beef. It's not something we feel we have to do. It's just something we feel that instead of talking and going back and forth, we just get up on the ring and handle business. Win or lose or draw, right? Walks away. And I did express to him, after this shit is done, which it's going to happen. After this shit is done, bro, no more back and forth. No more none of that bullshit. Let's just walk away as men. We handled our business with respect. We don't have to be best friends. We don't have to converse anymore. We don't have to do nothing. But I believe as a man, when you go in that ring with another man, you handle your business, the best thing is to walk away after, right? And just let it go. So he's going to work behind the scenes on getting at some people to set up a venue. I'm also going to do some work behind the scenes. And the conversation was good, but the conversation did happen. Respects to Chill for calling, and doing that. That's kind of why I did my video earlier, Dubs, was to set that deadline, because I knew that I had to give him that little bit of nudge to see that I was serious, because I know he was serious and that he would call, and he did, and I respect it. And I'm not going to sit here and wolf and say, oh, I talked shit or he talked shit. There was never a conversation like that. In fact, he expressed to me that when he did call me the first time, that he was actually filming a video and that he was going to record the conversation, that he said during the video, let's call Gunner right now. Right. And the reason, like I said, I didn't answer, I was on the phone with my uncle, but I called him right back. So whether or not he recorded the conversation or not, then you guys could hear it in its entirety and he could play it. Right. Because I ain't got nothing to hide. And that's just what it was, man. Dubs, bro, tell Gunner he needs to run 3K a day when boxing footwork drills. And I'm going to work on my shit. I'm going to work on my shit. I got, this one is different from the first fight that I fought, man. That was a charity event. That was something that we didn't take serious. It was all fun and games. But I'll be damned, bro. Hey, I could lose or I could win, but I'll be damned if I get humiliated, right? That's what's not going to happen with the gun, right? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do my thing. I ain't making no promises. I ain't making no predictions. But one thing you can bet on is I will pull up. And I told him, as far as he was like, man, I could fly out of state. I could take a vacation. I could do this. I could do that. That's fine. But as a man, I don't feel he should have to do all that. And I don't feel I should either. I feel we can come to some common ground, some respectful common ground. And if we can make it a big promotion, something big, where there's safety and security on both sides for each other, then let's do this. And that's what I'm willing to do. So we're going to work out the kinks. I'll let you guys know exactly when the time comes, when it's actually going down, and we got dates and times and places and all that. But up until then, man, I'm sure we're going to have more conversations. He's actually looking at no smoking this time, guns. Nah, we gotta let everything go. I gotta go back to the drawing board. I need the eye of the tiger, right? Because I'm not sleeping on Chill. You know what I'm saying? Chill's fit. Chill's, probably got the height on me, the reach on me, but guess what? I got the heart, right? So we're definitely gonna go in there and handle business as men, and ain't no one over here fucking turning down no fades. All these other guys that call me out and this and that, they ain't really trying to do nothing like that, man. It's all just for clout and everything. Obviously, Chill is real, and I'm real too. And so, with respect, we're going to do it like that. Dubs' name did get mentioned in the conversation. Your name did get mentioned, Dubs. And it was more so because we had a little bit of a different, Chill was like, hey, you said that I called because I had issues with Dubs. No. That's not ever what I said. And I told him that's not ever what I said. What I said was I had made a video myself, and that Chill he didn't like that video. There was a little situation there. So he reached out to Homie Hangout for my number, got my number, called me. We cleared that up immediately. And from there, it was said that there was a little bit of issue or a problem with Dub's videos, something about a black and the Mexicans and the CDC fighting or whatever it was. And I had told Chill that day, well, I can call Dubs right now. It's not a problem, bro. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to just give Dubs' number up, and I wasn't going to give Dubs Chill's number. That's not the way I work, right? But I was like, unless they, you know, you got to ask. That's the way the game works, right? But I was like, hey, I'll call him right now. And he was like, no, I'm going to go to a birthday party. He was busy. All right, I respect it. The next day, the conversation was had, and that was that. It's only,
but I don't
put out there is what happened. Dubs knows.
I don't know what video he's talking about. Blacks and Mexicans fighting.
Some about the CDC or blacks or Mexicans afraid of blacks. Remember that video?
That was in the feds. That was a black dude from the feds saying that, and I disagreed with him. I said in the video, I don't agree with that anybody's afraid of anybody.
I know, and remember that was when that dude.
Wait. Yeah. Chill and I never had a conversation about that. We always had cordial conversations. Every time I talked to that man, he was respectful. I was respectful. Something happened where he decided to make videos. That's when things got disrespectful. But in talking with that man, he and I have never been disrespectful to each other on the phone.
Never.
He never brought up to me anything about a video with me. I don't know what he's talking about. It is what it is. It doesn't matter.
But anyways, that's just what he expressed, and I was like, look, and he said the only reason we got an issue is you inserted yourself and basically their beef, which I never knew there was a beef, right? But whatever. And I get it. But if I have to insert myself 100 more times, I'm going to, because this is my boy right here. And I'm not a fair weather friend, right? That's what they call a fair weather friend. I'm not one of those dudes that say I got your back, but I don't. Anytime someone comes at my boy, I'm going to come at them too, because man, I rock with him. If you're talking about him, you might as well be talking about me, right? So that's how I get down. But anyways, respects to Chill for calling, and we will be setting it up. And like I said, there's no definite date right now. There's no time, but we're trying to make it as big as possible, because I'm going to be honest with you guys right here. It's a lucrative thing that could happen. And if I can make some bread out of it, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to sugarcoat, and I'm not giving nothing to charity, and I'm not doing nothing. So don't mention none of that. Hey, I'm going to help my family. Right. So, and that's what it's about. And that's facts. Right. And I'm sure that Chill's going to do the same thing with whatever he gets. I'm sure it's going to him and his family. Right. So, again, it's not something that everyone has to tune into. I'm not asking anybody for anything or to tune into it. You know, my gloves, my boxing shoes are on deck. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never went nowhere. In fact, hold it down, Dubs. Let me grab something.
Uh-oh. Ezekiel, what up? How's everybody doing? Yeah, you know, this is, I mean, it is what it is. My 2 cents, Holmes. These are older gentlemen. We're all older, man. Dubs needs to fight Damian Porter. I already did.
My boxing shoes ain't never went nowhere. They're well worn and well broken in. So I'm already ready. Like, I'm going to push for no headgear because I want to feel them punches. Let's go. If we're going to go, we're going to go. And I'm sure he feels the same way. And I said, we get it off our chests. Once we get it off our chests, that's it. This ain't Rocky, right? I don't want no part 2, 3, 4. And I didn't feel like I got mine. Let's get it all out there. And that's what it is. How do you feel, Dubs, about it? I'm older. Chill's older. But, you know, we come from that street life.
It doesn't matter. Neither one of you are in the street life. At the end of the day, listen, Holmes, one thing about me is I never, like, I call it like I see it, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like Chill has crossed the line with me on more than one occasions, right? But I don't want to see the dude get hurt. I don't want to see Gunner get hurt. These are older dudes, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't see the point. I just don't see the point. Me, I've said it a long time ago. I don't fight for fun, eh? Like, I'm not into doing charity stuff. I'm not into trying to fight somebody to show them I'm tough. Leave me alone. I'll leave everybody alone, right? These 2 men they're deciding to do this. I respect it, but I just hope everybody looks good. I hope it doesn't become something that people make fun of, making fun of you or him. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. I'm gonna get out there and throw my things. Shit, I ain't, you know. Shit, win or lose, I don't give a shit. I'm a man, bro. To me, it's the pull up. That's all that matters. I don't care about none of that.
No, I know that, homie, but I feel like
they're gonna talk shit one way or the other. You know, if I would have said no to this fight, man, they would have went in on me. If I say yes to this fight, they're gonna go in on me. People are going to pick whoever they want to pick, ride with whoever they want to ride. Look at Hobo Raiders, my big supporter, and he's already, you don't stand a chance, Gunner. Well, you know, it is what it is. You never know, right? You know, don't trip. And I don't care, man. I'm willing to do what I got to do. Gun, make sure you don't take your cane with you, man. As long as everything is on the up and up, man. And I'm getting in that ring, bro. I ain't no punk, man. Gusto, 10K is a good bag for who? For who? 10K. What does 10K do, bro? I'll spend that on gas getting there. You know what I mean? It's not a good bag, bro. Believe me, 10K ain't shit. 10K gets spent around here once a week. You think there will be some kind of undercard? I don't know. I don't go. Like I said, man, that was our first conversation. I was actually happy that Chill called so we could at least converse. I could hear his voice speaking directly to me rather than on the internet, and he could hear my voice. And I thought for the first conversation, it was very, very respectful. He ended the note with, "You have a great day, Gunner." Likewise, I said, there was no hostility in his voice, none in mine. It was two men simply agreeing that, hey, what's been said, we could go a different route, right? And yes, Chill did call. Yes, he did. And I answered.
Hey, hold on. Now, I don't understand this. Hobo Raider says, Gunner, I ain't calling you weak. It's just dude has like 100 pounds on you. I don't think he does.
100 pounds on me? Wow, I'm like 200 pounds and he's like
Chill's thin. I don't think he's a big dude.
Yeah. This is fake beef, no mamas. This is fake beef, okay? This is no beef, bro. I don't got beef with Chill. I didn't call him out, bro. I don't get it, bro. This is fake beef. You don't have to watch it. Make sure you don't watch it, bro. Make sure you don't watch it.
He's saying Chill is 240 pounds? Where?
I don't know.
Look at his eyes. Where?
No, I don't know. Hey, he says, no disrespect, but Gunner looks concerned. I am concerned, Blazer. I am concerned, man. I'm an older gentleman. He's an older gentleman. Anything could happen. Someone could get hit the wrong way, and that's that, right? But it is what it is. You know, like I said, man, I agreed to the fight. He agreed. And now we're going to work on things behind the scenes. And we'll let you know when we know or when I know. He's actually trying to. And I expressed to him, I was like, hey, if we can make it as big as possible, let's make it as big as possible. Why not win, man? We got families. If something bad does happen to either one of us, right? We got families. So it's like, hey, how about this? How about we make it into a big event, man? And, you know, there's a couple big events that float around on social media, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And he has the avenue to reach out to certain people that are involved in that. And he mentioned it to me and I said, run that. And then, you know what I mean? And so I think by the time that me and Chill actually get into the ring, I think it's going to be a more respectful thing. It's just going to be like, hey, bro, we just got to go in here and handle our business. I really believe that, honestly, off of one conversation. And like I said, I'm hoping that up until that point, man, we can keep it respectful. We ain't got to sell a fight that's going to sell itself. And it is what it is. So
no, listen.
And yeah,
listen, if this does go down, I guarantee I would be shocked to see Chill make a video about Gunner and Gunner make a video about Chill. When you and another man throw blows, you have to respect, win or lose. You got to respect that happened. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing for them that they won't be doing the back and forth once that happens. I don't know. I just, look. Gunner's diabetic. Gunner's been sick lately. And he's not making excuses. I'm not either. I'm just saying these are two older men, man. I don't get content creators wanting to get a bag off of boxing. That's just my 2 cents. I just don't see it. We all came from a background. I get it, Holmes. We came from a background where, hey, let's handle this. But we haven't been that person in a long time. That's why we've all been on the streets and we've been successful out here. But I wish everyone well. That's all I'm gonna say.
Run Block with the 70-30 thing, I was just trying to throw little jabs there. Thing is, man, after talking to that man and the way he kept it respectful and the way that we conversed, remember, I've said in every video, I'm gonna defend my homeboy's name and honor, man. When motherfuckers talk shit about my boy, I'm gonna fight back. I'm gonna bust back for my boy just like he does for me, right? 100. So that was the only discrepancy between me and Chill. That's cool. I'm gonna ride with that. I ain't just talk, right? Now at the same time, if we can both win off of this, then let's win. You know,
They said, "Hey, why not make it a rap battle?" I'm gonna be honest.
he'll win.
He'll win that.
He'll beat me in a rap battle.
Hey, I haven't heard none of his raps ever since he said he was gonna diss me, though. I didn't listen to that song.
No, hey, he'll beat me in a rap battle. You know, anyways, man, like I said, he said, Gunner, you need to get off the vaping. I am. As soon as we get a time and a place for everything, I'm gonna get right to the gym and get to it. This time I ain't playing. This time I'm for reals. I'm not trying to go in there and look stupid.
Hey, he's talking about fighting. He's like,
you know, hey, look, hey, you guys know me. The thing is, I ain't never been scared of a fight in my life, man. Never. I'm a YA baby, man. I'm not gonna start now, but especially when I know that there's no ill intentions. It's not like he's trying to kill me. I'm trying to kill him. None of that. We're just gonna go in there, get our little animosity, whatever, off our chest, get a nice little bag doing it, and do it pushing. And from that point on, you know, and I'm gonna talk to Chill several times, I'm sure. You know, I think we need to dead all the noise of all the whatever he has going on with Dubs, whatever. I like, bro, I'm willing to. I'll go in there. I got us. I'm gonna do that, right? And let's let it go. You know what I mean? After that, because he's an intelligent person. We're intelligent people. And there's too many trolls in this world, too many people doing what they do and saying what they say for content. He did mention, he says, hey, bro, anytime I do a video, it's just content. It's just content. There's no personal issues. It's just content. But you got to understand that sometimes when you make content, people create bad content off that content, you know? So I'm just a man, and I ain't no sucker, man. And I'm gonna leave it like that, you know. And he respects it. I respect it. Like I said, we'll bring you details later on. He said, "Come on, Gun, my super chat like a German warrior. Channel the energy of a Norse Viking, brother. Bro, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do what I do. I'm not scared. There's not a scared bone in my body. He's not scared at all. And it is what it is." Janet says, "Dissing Dubs. You're dissing Dubs. Why?"
This person's been saying stupid shit the whole time.
Yeah. What's your issue? You know, I don't get what you're saying. Hey, what's up, Miss Joanna?
Hobo Raider says, read my super chat.
Look at Alex. Neither one of you are intelligent. You're both lying hustlers, straight up.
And you're watching, so we must be smarter than you.
Yeah. You just got hustled out of a view, stupid.
Damn.
You know, look. Everyone loves the drama, man. No drama here. Just a fight, man. Hey, if Crip Mac can do it, anyone can, right? Straight up. You got to respect it. You from Pacas? That's right. What about weight, Gun? Are you guys in the same weight class? He looks more heavy. He probably is more heavy.
I think your guys.
I think we might be about the same.
I think you are.
You know, I haven't even asked him. I haven't even.
He looks. I don't know from the camera. I haven't watched none of his stuff in a while. He looks like he's a thinner dude. He may be tall. I don't know, but
yeah.
He doesn't. I've never seen him like as a big dude.
I have something on my beard. It's beard grease. It shines and shit. I was eating menudo. I was literally eating menudo, and I called Dubs to rub it in. I was like, man, I'm eating some bomb ass menudo. And then my Theo called, and then Chill called. So, look, I'm not worried about size. I'm not worried about none of that. You know what I mean? It's just we already agreed, and it is what it is, man. Ain't no backing up now, right? It's just let us work behind the scenes on making shit work that's beneficial for both of us.
Let me go look. Let me see. I don't think there's gonna be much of a weight difference.
Say, Gun, what if you get to the fight and at the last second Mike Tyson steps in to fight on Chill's behalf? Well, then Jake Paul's gonna fight on mine. And we know what happened the last time they fought. One bit a glove and the other one bit his cheek. Look, it's all good, man. I just wanted to let you guys know, out of respect, man, that Chill did call me. Because I'd feel like a hypocrite to do a video. And I'm not gonna take my video down earlier because it's getting views, but Chill from 16 to Life, Armart. I said, to all the haters that are thinking to say Guns is fighting Dubs battles, Chill called out Guns, not Dubs. Yeah, he called me out. He's never called Dubs out. He called me out. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. And I said, yeah, sure. Why not? I'm not. Look, there's certain people that would call me out and I'd be like, man, I'm cool. I'm too old for that shit. I ain't fighting no more and all that. That was basically saying, bro, you're not worth my time. There's something that tells me Chill's worth my time, man. So I'm going to do that.
Zeus says he's 5'9", 185. I'm 5'7" and 3/4. I'm 195.
I've never heard that or seen that 2415 or whatever.
Even if
it doesn't
like
matter, bro.
Listen. Like I said earlier, Chill, he's crossed a few lines with me, mentioning family and other things. And saying that I testified against legends. There's things that he's done to try to put me in harm's way that I'm not putting on no gloves with that, man. I don't wish him no harm, but there's no way I'm going to be around that dude and say, let's put gloves on. Period.
I will. Right? I will. I'm going to do it. And then I'm not doing it because Dubs is not doing it. That has nothing to do with it. I'm doing it because he asked me, he asked me to dance, man, and shit. I like this song. Fuck it. Let's go. Right?
Okay, he does. Let's see.
And that's what it is. So, yeah, I just wanted to make this video or do this live, man. I just told Dubs we had already planned to go live at 2:00. We had planned to go live.
Yeah.
We were looking for a topic to speak on, and this just happened to pop up. And Dubs was like, "You got a topic?" I said, "Yeah," and I didn't even tell him that Chill called.
He might not. I don't know if this is the camera angle. He might be the same height as you and everything. I think.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, either way, Dubs, he can walk in at 7 feet tall, man, and I'm in there now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I said, man, my experience with brothers, they hit hard than a motherfucker, right? So I'm gonna make sure that I'm willing to take a punch, which I can, and just go, man. Just go. I'm swinging. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be your traditional boxing match. If you're expecting Benavidez shit, you're not gonna get there. You're gonna get a Mexican in there throwing fucking swinging as fast as I can. Hey, he might even get me, but I'm gonna get mines. You know what I mean?
I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, baby, as long as I get mines.
Yeah.
How many times you see a homie take an ass whipping and they'd be like, he's like, fuck that, right? But yeah, you landed a couple good ones though. Shit, as long as I get those couple good ones.
No, and I'll tell you, like we used to be so outnumbered by the blacks in YA, right? And it was part of for the Southerners, one of the reglas. If a black bumps in you, doesn't say excuse me, you got to get off. If they, the flat tire, they step on the back, anything. That's just how it was back then. I've done videos on how racist YA was.
Yeah.
And we were outnumbered. And I remember sometimes the homies would be like, fuck, Holmes, but what if he whoops my ass? Then you take that ass whooping, Holmes, but they're going to get tired of getting punched in the mouth. They're going to say, excuse me, at some point, not out of fear, but just to avoid the bullshit. Everybody's going to, they didn't even work it, Holmes. Hey, Spencer, you know what I mean? Hey, excuse me.
Yeah. After a while, I was like, man.
Yeah, we would tell dudes in white, like, hey, you got to take an ass whooping sometimes to get your respect,
Yeah. Anyways, man, at the end of the day, man, I'm a man. He's a man. I asked a simple question. What's the issue? There really was no issue. He said, I inserted myself in a conversation he felt I shouldn't have. And I said, I did that. Right. And I did that. And like I said, I have no remorse for that. I would do it over again. And the outcome is two men that are going to get a big old bag out fighting. And fuck it. Let's do it.
So it seems like there's a lot of people asking questions like, rounds and weight and all that. I think they just got off the phone right before the live. So nothing's been, the talk hasn't gone that far. The first thing they're trying to do is find promotion from what I'm hearing.
And a venue.
There you go. So that's first, and then everything else will come after.
Yeah. In a fight like this, it just doesn't happen tomorrow. And I told him, I said, this ain't gonna just happen in 2 or 3 days. It doesn't work like that. I remember I've been involved in this before. I'm not new to this, right? And so I understand the work that got to get put into it. But hopefully, according to like what he mentioned, which was some real shit, and he gave a couple different options. And what he mentioned, man, and there's a big, someone who actually has venues and does things. And again, man, I told him as long as everything is on the up and up and it's good, no shady shit, and then it is what it is. And I think we're on the same page. I'm pretty sure we're on the same. Like I said, I'm sure he's going to do a video about it. Maybe a lot. I don't know how Chill, runs his program, but I'm sure he's going to speak on it. And if he says anything different than what I said right now, then that would be lies. Because I'm telling you right now, it was respectful on both parts. It was cool. We're figuring it out. And that's that, man. And that's the truth. So we're going to do it like that. And then we're going to do it pushing. I told him, I said, all I ask, bro, is after this, I'm not asking for no favors. I'm not scared. All I'm asking is that after we take care of our business as men, we just walk away from the situation. We do a pushing. No more videos. No more. I beat your ass. You beat. No more of that. Right? Just hey. I respect it. You're a man. You came. I'm a man. I can. That's it. So man, that's what men do. That's it.
And look at this dude, Blazer. What happened with Chinaman? He says he won that fight. He never said that. I have his phone number, big dog. But he's a foot taller than me and over 100 pounds heavier than me. He should have. You know, if that's the story you want to tell, cool. Shout out to Damian Porter, though. I know the man. You watch the man. Gabriel says, Dubs, I have a question off topic, but when dudes were on death row, do they get yard? They're no longer on death row, but when they were, they had their own designated yards. Insane.
Zeus, are we going to be able to watch this if we are able to lock down the event? And I'm going to give again Chill the respect on that because he's trying to negotiate that. If he's able to lock down the event that I think is the biggest event for us, which we both agreed is, if he is able to get that in and they're interested, then most definitely it'll be shown. You'll be able to see it. I'm not going to speak on it too much more of exactly that, just out of safety and security reasons. But when it happens, man. You never know. You might get a 2-for-1 because the event I'm talking about, there's usually some other dude that I don't like, man, that pulls up. So I might have to just you might get something on the sideline too. I don't know. I'll figure that one out. Anyways, Islander Rick, what's up, man? Don't trip, bro. I'm going to reach out. I got a few little things, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going, believe me, I'm not just pulling up by myself like this, like a stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? I got to have my peoples with me, man. I got
Gusto. None of that's even said, homie. They just had a phone call. And all that's gonna be when it's all decided, everything is set. You guys will know.
It says better be a 50-50 split, not no 70-30 for Chill. Oh no. We're going to both win. I promise that. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight. Come on, guys. Let's think about it here. You know what I mean? I might look stupid, but I ain't stupid. Anyways, man, just wanted to put out there respects to Chill for calling. The talks are underway. The event will happen one way or the other, whether if it's in a backyard or a ring. And that's it, man. And all I wanted was kind of an explanation as to why, man. Thank you, TTV Noski or whatever. Sweden.
Right? Sweden. Thank you. Shout out to Sweden.
I just wanted, and he didn't have to give me no explanation, but I just asked, why? Why is, because to me, man, people that are just going at it for entertainment purposes, it's not that serious to want to fight, right? But he said, I feel how I feel. And I said, shit, I can't change your mindset, bro. I'm not trying to change your mindset. I just wanted to know what exactly I'm getting into. Let's go. Right. And so that's it. And we did it respectfully, man. And, we'll do it like that. So with that being said, what's up? What about Chud, though? Is Chud getting chudded right now?
Sweden in the house. Oh, no, he's single cell right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right now they got him.
Probably in. Oh, wow. You know what? In Tennessee, I wonder if there's systems like California. He's probably already housed, actually.
He might. Yeah. It's already been 24 hours or close. That's right, man. What's up, Sam? Shout out to everyone, man. If more people could keep it as respectful on the phone as we just did, man, a lot more things would be more civil. I'll tell you right now, man. And I've never said that he was that Chill was like a disrespectful person, because I've had 2 other phone conversations with him before. Like I said, the first one we talked about the little video I made or whatever. And most of it wasn't because I disrespect Chill. It's just sometimes, it seems to always be a black and brown situation. Every time that a black or brown does content and it's mentioned, it's like someone feels some type of way, man, on both sides, right? And I think, and I can't remember exactly what the video was I made, man. Maybe he'll make me aware of it, but I forget. But yeah, he did call me about that, and then we got into Dubs, and then there was him and Dubs had the conversation, and like I said, man, it was very civil, very respectful, and at the same time, neither one of them held the punches. Like Dubs spoke exactly what he had to say. Chill responded exactly how he responded, and I thought we ended on a good note. It ended the same way our conversation just ended. You have a good day, man. a good rest of your day. And then after that, I don't know what happened, you know? And
I think that's to me where, you know, when he and I spoke and I apologized and he was like, all right. And then when he said, oh, but people are making me feel like so you do a video and then we keep it pushing. But it's like 30 videos later, it's like, damn, okay. There's no fixing that.
Yeah. Their issues is their issues. But now I'm going to box and get me a little bag out of it. So I'm looking forward to that, man. I need me another boat. Anyways, with that being said, man, we will be going live tonight. Later on, man, we're going to have a topic for you. If you guys notice, we're trending more towards keeping music for the weekends and just having great conversations, man, on our lives. I think people appreciate that more. Dubs actually has been saying we should do this for a long time. And, you know, me,
yes.
it takes forever to convince me of anything. Hey, I'm faster to fight in a boxing match against some unknown fucking guy that weighs 200 pounds more than me than I am to stop playing music. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've been telling him we got to do this. We gotta I think you guys want us to also talk about topics, not just freestyle. You know what I mean? And so we want to do that too.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that being said, we will be on later on tonight, man. Make sure you guys tap in. You know the time, you know the place. And we got it, man. But again, man, like I said, me and Chill, we're getting the ball rolling on that. And it is what it is. What we're gonna do. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.